guys, so today let's cook vegetable with ugu and water leaf. So I have my oil, I have my onions, I have my pomo, I have my pepper, I have my ugu, I have my water leaf, I have my fish water, I have my fish, and what else? Let us cook vegetable with ugu and water leaf. So I'll be using my friend's method since she was one that made the video request. She said she wanted me to cook normal vegetable with just ugu and water leaf on my channel. So I'll be using her method. So first you go in with your stock water, either your fish water, meat water, chicken water, your stock water. Just go in with it first. Then you allow it boil. When it boils, you go in with your palm oil. So you add your palm oil to the stock water and also allow that one boil. Should I say boil or fry, because I don't know which one again. So you allow it sit there for a while till it is super hot. So this is how she makes her own vegetable, and I'm very sure she's going to scream when she sees me using her method on my channel. So after the oil is hot, now you have to go in with your onions. So you're going in next with your onions. So if you've seen most of my soup videos or most of my food videos, you would know how I spiced the fish already, because it's fish I'm using, and most of my soup videos I used fish, so you would know how I spiced the fish already. Since it was the same way, I decided to just skip that part. So now after the onions, once the onions is fried a bit, you go in with your pepper. So this pepper is just normal rodo and garlic. So that was all I blended together, and that is what I am adding now to it. So you just go in with your pepper. So I had to like add water to the asanka, rinse it and turn it inside. So that was all, nothing else. So this is just pepper. And again, you allow this one sit down for a bit. Let's say fry. I don't even know if to use boil or fry. Okay, let me use fry. Allow it fry a bit. When it's super ready, you go in with your pomo. So if you have stocked fish or meat or any other mende that you want to put inside, feel free to go in this time. Just put it in this time. So you just put everything in your... I'm not putting my fish because I don't want it to scatter. I don't like my fish scattering when I'm cooking, so I'm not going to add my fish because I don't want it to scatter. So you just go in now with any animal you have, even your crayfish. You just turn everything in. Then I used small part of the fish water at first. So now this is me turning the remaining part of the fish water. So I didn't use everything at first. I used half. So the remaining half, I just turned it in now. So you allow this one also sit for a bit. Once it is super hot, you taste it. Remember, it is our stock water, so we added salt, maggi and all of those spice in it. So you have to taste it to be sure that it won't be too much if you're adding more, or you taste it to know if you need to add more or not. So you have to taste it. So I tasted it and I had to add just little salt and just one season cube. That's one maggi. So you just add it to it if there is need, and you allow it mixed together for a bit. Then you go in with your water leaf. So when I go in with my water leaf, after spreading the water leaf on top, I just cover the pot and allow the water leaf sit down a bit before coming back to open the pot to turn. So I don't turn immediately. I cover the water leaf first. So people said I should stop using my hand, whether I washed it or not. I should stop using my hand. That was why I didn't touch the water leaf. I had to use spoon to do everything. So I'm just going to cover it and allow it sit for a bit. So after allowing it sit for a bit, I come back and I turn, then allow it get hot again. I want everything to blend together before adding my ugu. So now ugu is the last thing you add. Ugu is the last thing you add. If you're using any leaf, that should be the last thing you add. For me, fish is always the last thing I add, because I'm always scared my fish will scatter inside my soup or inside my stew or stuff like that. So that is why I add my fish last. So if you're using meat or if you're using a strong fish, you can add it before the ugu, because ugu is meant to come in last. So I'm just going to allow this cook well before coming back to add my ugu. So for the ugu, is the same way I added my water leaf. I'm going to add my ugu. So I'm just going to add the ugu and spread it. Use it to cover the whole soup. Then I am going to cover the pot and allow the ugu also rest a bit before coming back to turn the ugu with the remaining soup. Then after doing that, you can allow it sit for like 5 minutes or less. Then you take it off fire. Your soup is ready. Your soup is ready. So I didn't add water at all, apart from the what's it called, fish water I added, and the tiny water I used in rinsing the pepper. But you know, water leaf carries water, so if you want to add water, you have to be careful in adding water so that your soup is not swimming inside water. So please don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to subscribe if you've not. Also, please kindly help us turn on the notification bell after subscribing so that anytime we post a new video, you will be notified. So I'm done with my soup, and now I have to carefully add my fish inside. So those people that will have issues with me adding my fish last, please, I'm begging now. I've already explained why I'm adding it last, because I don't want it to scatter. So thanks for understanding. So now I'm going to just carefully add my fish, and I'm going to cover the pot and allow it sit a bit. Then I am going to remove the pot from fire. Now you can eat this with any swallow. I don't know if you can eat it with amala. I don't eat amala, so I don't know if you can eat it with amala, but I know you can eat it with eba, you can eat it with fufu, you can eat it with pounded yam or poundo yam, any of the above. So that's just it. So this is my soup. Let me give you a clearer view. This is my soup. This is my vegetable soup with just ugu and water leaf. So let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. Have an amazing day. Bye. See you on the next video.